Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be sharing with you a detailed tutorial on how to ventilate a coily weave-on, how to ventilate and maintain a coily weave-on. This is the pattern that I made this closure to look like, and is a 5x5 closure. This is the pattern and this is how it looks like, as you can see. Also, this is how it looks like when it's wet. So if you want to learn how to ventilate a coily weave-on or how to ventilate a closure, the perfect way to ventilate a 5x5 closure to look like a frontal wig, then this video is absolutely for you. Stay tuned and keep watching. I'll be using these pixie coils for the tutorial. I'm going to be using it's a 200-gram pixie coil, so I'm going to be using some of it for the ventilation. The curly weave-on came with this 4x4 closure net, and guys, I don't like how this closure looks like, so I want to make my own closure for this weave-on. I'm also going to be using this Swiss net. I'm going to be using it for this tutorial. Now what I'm going to do is to measure out my 5x5 closure net. So you can use whichever measuring instrument you want. I'm using a ruler for this. Now I'm going to be using the inches measurement, and I'm going to just draw out line first where I'm going to start the measurement. From the inches side, I'm going to count 5 inches and I'm going to mark it out. That's the first step. Then draw the line which I've marked. I'm going to be doing this for corner like 4 times, measuring 5 inches in all the sides. So guys, this is what I'm doing to make sure that all the sides are 5 inches. I don't want one to be bigger than the other, so I'm doing it in a grid form, like the way artists do this. That's how I'm going to do it. Then draw the lines, and also I'm going to be leaving extra allowance in all the sides that I'm marking out. So this is my 5 inches Swiss net measurement. This is a 5x5 Swiss net measurement, and I'm going to place it on my manicure head and pin it down. Guys, I wanted to ventilate like this, but I decided to add a white paper on the manicure head and place the Swiss net for a proper size. I want to see what I'm ventilating clearly. So pin it down, whichever pin that you want, pin it down on the manicure head and start the ventilation. So I'm going to mark the center of the net as the center of the weave on. I'm going to just give it a mark and draw a line. Remember guys that I gave 1 inches extra allowance at the front before doing the actual 5x5 measurement. And now I'm going to just draw the center line. So as usual, get the weave-on that you want to use for the ventilation and cut it out, and cut out the sealed part. remove the excess hair which we have been doing, then start your ventilation. This is one of the patterns that is used in ventilation, and this is the pattern that I'm going to use to ventilate this. So I'm ventilating from back. This is where I started to ventilate. As usual, when you ventilate, you skip just a hole next to the one that you have ventilated, then you ventilate the next one, and I'm not skipping any line in this ventilation. But guys, I noticed something. Because I'm ventilating a 5 by 5 closure and I want it to look like a frontal wig, I decided not to use this pattern, like ventilating it from the back, because of a purpose, but it's also one of the patterns to use in ventilation. So you can go ahead and use this method if what you want to ventilate is a closure. Go ahead and use this. I'm using a single knotting ventilation. So like I said, because I'm ventilating a 5 by 5 closure that I want to style like a frontal, I decided to start the ventilation from the center. This is how I'm doing the ventilation, and I'm going to show you guys why I'm doing it this way. Probably maybe when I'm ventilating the next side. Now, as usual, ventilate a single knotting or a double knotting or any type of knotting that you want, but start at the center if you want to achieve the same result as mine. When you ventilate, skip the next hole and ventilate without skipping any line at all, because when you skip line, it will look too scanty. But in this method, I ventilated the center line before following it in a diagonal line in this ventilation. It's advisable that when you're ventilating the center of any closure that you want to ventilate, you ventilate the center line without reaching the extreme, then you ventilate the inside and stop where you have given yourself a guide that this is where the center line is going to stop. So after you have ventilated, then you ventilate like in a random diagonal pattern to cover the back of the net. So yeah, I'm done with this side, and this is how it looks like. As you can see, you can put it up in form of a frontal wig if you want to. This is how the pattern or the ventilation, this is how it looks like. So I'm going to repeat the ventilation in this side, and the first thing to do is just to give a center line. I just keep one single hole because I want the center line to be very tiny. So after you have given a center line, then you start ventilation. So this is the pattern that I'm doing in this ventilation. One of the reasons why I'm ventilating this pattern, why I started the ventilation from the front, is that in ventilation, any line, any pattern that you use, that's how your closure is going to come out. And I talked about T closure and a normal closure, so I'm doing this in form of a T closure. If you had followed from the back, then your closure will come out showing visible line like hashed lines, which I don't want it to be so. That's why I ventilated this closure like this. This is how it looks like, guys. I'm done, and this is how everything turned out to be. In styling this closure, you can decide to even style it in a C curve or any curve you want aside the center line that I've given. So you can style it any curve that you want to. For the coils, I'm going to be reviving the coils. I'm going to be using this TCB ribbon conditioner treatment for this, and I'm going to mix it in a spray bottle with water, then spray it on the hair. So while I spray it, I'm going to comb it and use my hand and unravel it. You can revive the coils with any conditioner or any product that you think works for you. There's so many products in the market that can be used to revive the coils. This is how it came out. This is how my 5x5 closure came out. So to me, the 5x5 closure doesn't need any plucking. It looks natural like this. What you should do is to pick the edges if you want. Give it a tiny knot. Next video. Bye.